Hey, welcome to SpiritualiTEA. My name is Vanessa and thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you find something that inspires you and enlightens you, and I hope you're willing to share your enlightenment and your inspiration with me as well. This is a mutual exchange of, information that I may come across, that you may come across, that might help someone. That is really just the sole purpose of this channel. On spirituality today, there's something that I've been thinking of so often. Like when I talk to myself, this is what I say. Like, we all have our idea of God, various religions, various groups, some of us atheists, regardless. I just wanted to pose some questions, and maybe I might answer a few of them because I tend to do that a lot. But let's just for a minute think of the idea of God, right? First of all, let's start off by saying we say and we believe that God is love. And we have definitions of or ideas of what love is or what it should feel like, right? Love, just picture this, just bear with me. Picture this. Someone who loves you sends you into a world, a space. That's what we believe. He sent us, well, some of us believe that we were sent here, or we chose to be here, regardless, into a space with the freedom of choice, right? So you choose. Your freedom is choice, but that person is also in control of everything, right? So we have been taught for a long time that there is God and the devil, right? So we have freedom of choice, and God is love, but there is also the devil, right? And God is love, and love is allowing, right? Love is free, love is kind. So then what I'm going to is make it make sense to me that God is going to send us somewhere where we have freedom of choice, but he controls everything, so he knows everything. So he ultimately would know our end and our beginning, our in-betweens, everything. So he's gonna send us here, make us suffer by our choices, or allow us to choose the wrong thing, and then punish us for it. How does that make sense to you? How at all does that make sense to you? How does that define love to you? That's something that's been on my mind. That does not sound like the God that we use, the term of God that we use synonymous to love. And he is love. I'm not arguing that at all, not disputing that at all. He is love. So doesn't it make more sense to understand or to tell yourself that first of all, if you have freedom of choice, then your choices have consequences or rewards. That automatically eliminates the devil. There is no devil. I am so tired of hearing people say, the devil made me do this, the devil did that, I did that, the devil. No, there is nothing like that. There is no devil. There is cause and effect, and there is only God. And if you're saying that God is love and good, and at the same time saying that he created the devil, guys, make it make sense to me. Like, seriously, make this make sense to me. That is so untrue. That is so far from the truth. All right? So I just wanted to I want to go into this with you guys because it's necessary. Some things are so obvious, but we choose to just disregard our own mind and just go with what we're told. And it's time we stop that. It's really, really time we stop that. Okay? I see so many people saying when storms happen, when people do crazy crimes, choose to do crazy crimes, hideous crimes, oh, the devil made them do it, oh, and the Bible said this is gonna happen, and then so guys, the Bible isn't a literal thing. We have to understand that we cannot read a word and take it as that. But it's more to it than that. Jesus was a man who actually did good things. He lived a pure and happy and loving life. Okay? And that alone should be evidence that you can too. He was born of a woman. That alone should let you know. And just so we understand here, when all of us came here through God, We came here through God. Jesus came here through God, and we came here through God. Okay? So to make us to believe that you're any different, that you're not worthy, that you're flawed is crazy. You are not flawed. Okay, we are perfect creations, manifestations of God. We are perfect manifestations of God. God exists through us. God existed through Jesus Christ. That is why it is said, that is why I believe that God and Christ are one. Okay? You can say, I can say I'm God's daughter because I'm a girl. Right? God exists through me. If I am of Him, if He is love, then I am love. If He is God, then I am God. And that is not being disrespectful or blasphemous or self-absorbed or egotistical. That is simply letting you know that God is not a bad God. There's not a, if there is not a bad God, is not bad, God is love, then how can you possibly be bad? How can there is just cause and effect. And part of the cause and effect, like we discussed in Embracing Expansion, what contributes to the errors, the atrocities of this lifetime is our ego. Our ego leads us to make very bad decisions. And once we release our ego, once we learn to deal with it, to not act on it, to kill our ego, that's what needs to die, our ego. Once that is eliminated, then there will be no more of these atrocities. Because guess what? You're now walking in your full power, the power that you've always had that was suppressed by your ego. So there will be no wanting of things that you cannot have, because you will be coming from a place of love and understanding that we're all one and we're all united, and therefore your power, your thought will come manifest sooner, at the soonest, even sooner than it has been and is doing. I don't understand how we find solace knowing that, or telling ourselves that we're going through all these things, we have to suffer. God sent us here to suffer so that we can come back to meet Him. Isn't that mean? Isn't that wicked? And that is one part of me agrees. That is the one thing that I would say that resonates with me about atheists, because they don't believe that that's what it is, and that is not what it is. That really is not what it is. God didn't send you here. You chose to be here to contribute to the power of the universal subconscious mind. So I want us to stop blaming God and or blaming a devil that doesn't exist for stuff. Okay? We have cause and we have effect. You do something, we call it karma, we call it cause and effect, we call it punishment, call it whatever you want. But everything that happens is not happening to you, it's happening for you and as a result of your decisions that you make here. You are in control of everything. You are not sent here and being forced to go through things. You're not. And I want us to stop that victim mindset. It's just unnecessary in every sense of the word, on a physical perspective with each other and as well as on a spiritual level. Walk into your power. Embrace your power. Embrace your oneness with God. Embrace that He is working with you and through you, and that you are working together, not one for the other or one above or below the other. Okay? This is where I'm at spiritually, and I know that this is going to rattle some feathers. If ruffles some feathers, rattle some tails, hearing it. But this has brought me so much peace and joy in loving everyone and treating everyone as I would want to be treated, and allowing people to go through what they need to go through on their journey of expansion, and whilst being available should they need me, should I feel that there is something that I can do to help, because I know that be working with God, understanding that I'm working with God, that I wasn't sent here, it just renewed my faith, my courage, my desire to live just to live freely in love. And this is what I wanted to do with you guys on Spirituality today. I like saying that at the end of my videos. Just, this is what I want to leave with you. God didn't send you here. You're not being punished for anything. There is simply cause and effect. And the thing is happening to you, it's all happening for you. Okay? You have complete power over your life. Get rid, like we said in our Embracing Expansion video, get rid of the ego. And everything else will just magically be flowing. You will be able to move so freely with the ebb and flow of life. You will be trusting. You will walk confidently. There will be no failures, because you're always going to be receiving growth opportunities. You're always going to be learning. You're always going to be expanding and in turn contributing to the power of God. And isn't that a beautiful freaking purpose? Doesn't that make you just feel so grateful that you chose to be here? So grateful that you chose this honor of being here. We were not sent here. God is love. God is love. And all you really have to tell yourself is just that God is love. And that should clarify every other thing, that every other lie that you've been telling yourself about. You've been sent here and you're supposed to suffer, and no, you're not. You're not. We are not. We are not. A life of service to each other, release of the ego, embracing our expansion, exercising love and gratitude always. That is what we're here to do. That is what's contributing to the power of God, to the power of the universal subconscious mind. Okay? I hope you find some peace, some motivation, some encouragement, some realignment with your purpose through this video. Okay? Lots of love.